Hello and welcome. You're just going to have my voice here because I'm just about to make a little bit of a meal for myself. A quick meal. I haven't been feeling fantastic, so I needed a little pick-me-up. So vegetables is the way I'm going to be doing that. Just going to give the courgette a quick wash. Okay, so the ingredients that I have got are all from my garden, everything that I have grown. So I'm going to just do a little rice dish, just a little something to pop in the pan that's nice, quick and easy, that I can have for my dinner, because my fatigue is crazy right now. So instead of popping some iron tablets and some vitamin D tablets, I'm just gonna grab myself some veggies and some rice and have a meal using those ingredients. Well, that one didn't want to stay together very well, did it? Okay. So I've got quite a few herbs to go with this. I find with rice you can be quite heavy with the herbs. Okay, some homegrown onions. I picked out the smallest ones because obviously I'm only cooking for myself. Well, that one feels a bit woody. Oh, they are. Okay, let's take out the middle bits. And let's just take these off, and I will compost any waste from these vegetables. The skin on the white onions are so strong. Let's cut the ends off. Oh, that went down the side of the cooker. My bad. Job for myself at the weekend. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Nice and fresh. I would have put spring onions in, but I don't have any, so white onions it is. This one's not looking too good either. I might need to think about somewhere else to put my my white onions. All the other ones I haven't had a problem with storing, but the white ones I find haven't stored as well, so I'm trying to go through those before I go through the other ones. Even though they've got a great skin on them, they're just not storing too good. Alright, let's get all the hair off the chopping board. I don't fancy eating onion hair. Okay, you do not want to lay flat. The reason for my fatigue at the moment is just overdoing it on one of the days this week. When I went on a trip to London, there's a lot of walking, not too much sitting down, so it's quite grueling on the old bones. So I'm really still feeling it a few days later, which is not fun. Not fun at all. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, because I've got a couple of beets, I have 2 beetroot leaves. I should have 2 beetroots. I'm going to quickly pop them in the pressure cooker. So I've got some beets to have on the side. It might sound a bit strange, but hot beets are fine. So these beets aren't huge, so I will only put them in for 25 minutes. So that's done. So I've got some olive oil in the pan. I'll just collect the onion up. So with rice, I do like my onion nice and soft. So I will pop in the onion by itself. I've got a little bit more there. Put the cooker on. I'll have it on high first of all, just to start it off. I mean, it doesn't look a lot, but that's plenty, as it's just going to be for me. And once you've added everything else, you'd be surprised how much you get there. Okay, so I've got a tomato or two somewhere. There should be another one. A couple of homegrown tomatoes, nice and ripe. And I'm just going to cut those ready to go in. They're not really the cooking type of tomato, but it's just to give it a little bit of moisture. Don't have to worry about cutting it too small, because then you lose a lot of the moisture on the chopping board. So everything goes in. I don't worry about the little green stalky bit on the end, because you don't taste it when it's in there. So what I do is just go layer by layer. So anything with some kind of stalk on it, that is what I will cook up in order. So the harder it is, the earlier it goes in the pan. Okay, so that's a lot of beet leaves there. And there's still bits of mud on there. Okay, let's go again with the washing of the Swiss chard. It's really muddy. Okay. Just because I'm going a little move around, and then turn that down now to number 3, nice and fine. And then when you get to the main part of the leaves, what I like to do is just roll them and then slice them the other way. Okay, so give them a roll. Fold them over and then carry on slicing. Oh, look at that. Like, that's mouth-watering, watching all these greens beautiful like that. Okay, and then just one cut down the middle, just to make sure there isn't any humongous chunky bits. So that's the Swiss chard all chopped up as well. Okay, so the onions are cooking through here. I add the courgette now, because I like my courgette nice and soft. I'm not a fan of the hard courgette. So because I find courgette, it's not tasteless, but the taste is really, really mild, this is when I will start to add some bits and pieces. So salt. That helps draw out the moisture as well. And then some garlic pepper. Although I've got some garlic chives going in, I do really like this garlic pepper. So I'm just going to put it in as it is. I'm not going to chop it up because it's the parsley that I really want all over my food. Like, I keep dropping bits everywhere. So just to flavour it through, and then I can pick it out at the end, you see. Okay, so the Swiss chard stalks go in next because that's the next hardest thing. So I'm going to cook that down a little bit. And you can see how quickly the basil's wilted. So that's the purple basil. I'm going to give that a little stir. Then with the baby spinach. And I've lost my knife. Am I being blind? I've hidden the knife. Okay. So again, really, really fine pieces. There might even be enough of here for me to have this for lunch tomorrow as well. So that would be good if I could get 2 meals out of this. Possibly a third, or like a snack. Okay, so now I'm going to add the tomato, but I'm going to bring the board over at this stage so I don't spill it everywhere. Always make sure that when you're cooking, turn your knife over. If you don't turn your knife over, what happens is your blade gets really, really blunt. Right, and finally, get the herbs out. So the herbs I'm putting in is a little bit of garlic chive and parsley. I've never been a big fan of parsley, but since growing it myself, I have started to incorporate it in more of the foods that I eat, which is really, really good, because parsley is really good for you. Just making sure I haven't left anything behind here. So I have. I've got one little bit of spinach there. Don't want to miss out on the spinach, need my iron. Although I was reading recently that oranges have more iron in them than spinach. So that was a little bit crazy to me. Okay, so I'm just going to fold over the chives and give them a cut. When you get to the stalk end, do make it a little bit smaller, because there's nothing worse than parsley stalks stuck in your teeth. That's all there. Okay, so that's everything chopped up that I'm going to put in. So something that I've already got cooked are some leeks. So I pulled some leeks out the ground the other day, and they were supposed to be for Christmas, but that is not enough for Christmas, so I thought I will use these ones. So just a small handful of leeks going in. Just as another vegetable, just to bulk it out as much as possible. I mean, you could add chicken to this, you could add pieces of pork to this. Chorizo will go with this, because the rice will soak up all that chorizo flavour. Alright, this is nearly ready for the greens now. Wait for the tomato to break down a tiny little bit more. Let's see if I can clean up some of my mess. Alright. Okay, that's definitely soft enough to start adding some of the greens. So I'm not going to add the herbs just yet, just the greens. Because we want to make sure they've really wilted down. And I'm also going to add the rice at this stage. So it is a pre-packaged cooked rice, because I'm not going to cook a massive portion of rice just for myself. So convenience is key when you're feeling like this, that's for sure. So it's at this stage I'm going to add a little bit of paprika, just a small bit. Not too much, just to give it that little bit of heat. I could put a chili pepper in there, but I want to be tasting all the greens. Just turning it up slightly, because I do want the rice to slightly char a little bit, just to have like a crispness to it. I don't want it all completely soggy. Okay, so it's at this stage I'm going to take the basil out. I can excuse the asbestos hands. So that's served its purpose now, and put flavour into the root vegetables and the vegetables that have got stalks. That smells so good already. I'm going to add just 1 cupful of lime juice, just to give it that acidity. And then add in the herbs. Turn the heat off. You don't want to cook those herbs. And then grab your bowl and a spoon and just pop them in. I think three spoonfuls is enough. And then I will pop the beets on the other side as soon as they ping. Okay, so the beets are finished in the pressure cooker. They're going to be extremely hot. I'm just going to top and tail them. I haven't peeled them or anything like that. All you do, gently hold it. I never wear gloves because if you wash your hands straight away after, the pink disappears anyway. So we have one there. So I'm just going to quarter and then grab the other half out because I won't eat two. There's the other one. So I will save the other half for my daughter because she won't be impressed if I've done some beets and she hasn't seen them. Again, the skin just comes straight off. Chop that one into three. And then while it's hot, I pop some honey. You can use any type of honey that you like. Hot honey is my favourite, but I haven't got any at the moment, so the Australian honey will have to do. Drizzle it over. So this is where I'm going to get, hopefully, my sugar boost. TK Maxx and Home Sense I find are the best for unusual honeys. Okay, so I'm just going to add them to my bowl. If you haven't had beets and honey before, it's a definite must. It's really nice if you roast beets with honey, but I didn't have time to roast them today because I wanted something nice and quick and easy. And I am going to eat it with a spoon. Okay, so there you go. Let's pop it around that way so you can see the beets a little bit better. That is my fried rice and my pressure cooked beets. Okay, so not the best view in the world. You've got my pallets that I haven't even done anything with yet. I thought I'd enjoy my garden and have some dinner in my garden. So let's have a little taste. That's delicious. The rice has really taken on the flavour of the garlic, and so is the courgette, and the pepper throughout just gives it that little bit of a kick. Let's see if these beets have cooled down enough yet. The thing I love about pressure cooking beets is they melt in your mouth, and that's exactly what you want from a beet, and it takes away a little bit of the earthiness. That is amazing. So I hope you enjoyed my little vlog on cooking dinner with me.